we've got more ASAF AVIDAN. That's right. Welcome back, friends and family. Back to the show. We are going to check out some live ASAF AVIDAN. The song is called "The Jail That Sets You Free." And I'm so intrigued by that title alone. And this is, of course, from a really incredibly generous donation from my dear, sweet friend, Renat. Renat, thank you so much for this. I think I've thanked you in multiple platforms already, but to have it on camera right now is to say thanks. Really appreciate it. You're awesome. Love you very much. And this is going to be cool. This is live from the Acropolis. I love seeing him playing at the Acropolis. What a place. What a place to be playing. And to see him live like this, oh, all you people out there who got to see this, that must have been amazing. So I can't wait to check this out. I have a big playlist out there of ASAF music, so I hope you guys check that out. And the man himself, ASAF AVIDAN himself, included me in a reaction with other reactors checking out one of his videos. So I have that up too on my community board, or you can go to his channel and check it out. Thank you so much, ASAF. I really am honored to be part of that. That was so cool. The link for this I'm going to leave down below for you guys. You know what to do. And always here to support the artist. It's the only reason I'm here, is to support the artist and to hang out with you awesome, incredible people hanging out in my record store here, like Sam would say, you know, and checking out this video for, or maybe we're pulling out the record and listening to the live of ASAF AVIDAN. That's what it's all about. We're not. This is going to be cool. I really appreciate this. And of course, we do words and music, friends. We dive into the lyrics after we check out the video. Really try to get an understanding of the song. And ASAF is a very, very talented, intellectual poet. Well, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, kids. Renat, time to buckle up. Let's do this.
Lately I've been picking out the fossil in my throat. It's hard to stare into the ocean and to try to stay afloat. Now don't upset yourself due to the changing of my mood. I'm hard to please. Sometimes I'm hard to please. Sometimes I'm on a staircase to the bottom of my soul. Although my feet are still connected, they're out of my control. And please refrain yourself from worrying on my behalf. I'm hard to understand. Sometimes I'm hard to understand. Sometimes
He's hard to understand sometimes. Well, he enunciates his words incredibly clear. That's usually not the issue. You know, usually I'm just so captivated by him himself. His vocal acrobatics, even the emotion he's conveying, where I miss things, you know, because I'm like so focused on certain aspects of it. And but otherwise, as far as listening to him, he's generally easy to understand. It's the deeper understanding that makes it more challenging, which is something I absolutely love about him. I love the vibe on this song. I like this sort of bounciness to it, this little shuffle that the drummer is doing. And very, very cool. Very, very cool. And I like watching ASAF dancing around on stage and interacting with the folks in the band. That's so cool too. I love that as being, you know, someone who does live performances, you know, to be able to control the crowd, to be entertaining, and just loving being up there and doing their thing. And it's great. It's great. He's such a performer, such an artist, and gives the people exactly what they want, which is just more ASAF. Let's back this up.
I'm hard to understand sometimes. Just you and me, I never believe.
Tone change up.
It's as simple as can be. I will be the jail that sets it free. I will be the jail that sets it free.
All right, so they drop down to a different feel when he goes into the chorus. What a great way to go into that. That was a shocker. He just belts it out there. I was not expecting that. And he does one hell of a high kick too. Yeah, man. That's rock and roll. You see how he's bent all the way back like that? He's like a crooner of old, you know? A young Frank Sinatra. Belting it out. He's bent all the way back. Even like has that Robert Plant sort of feel about him there. And I don't know why in my mind I thought his leg went up way higher, but maybe it was just the voice tricked me into seeing that. That's just great. But what a great way of transitioning the song from that quick pace to I am the jail that will set you free. The contradiction in that, right? And a little bit of Fry.
Just you and me. Shuffling underneath my pillow, find the bed crumbs in my mind. It's hard to look there for a future when I left it all behind. And please don't condescend and say you heard this one before. I'm hard to please. Sometimes I'm hard to please. Sometimes. And while you're offering a handshake to a goddamn amputee, I feel my phantom heart is scratching in a train wreck memory. And please don't try to kill me with one rectifying glance. I'm hard to understand. Sometimes I'm hard to understand. Sometimes, honey, come with me. It's just you and me. I never believe it. It's as simple as can be. I will be the jail that sets it free. I will be the jail that sets it free. Sing with me. Honey, come with me. It's just you and me, babe. I never believed. It's as simple as can be. I will be the jail that sets it free. Oh, now
Nice bass line.
I will be the jail that sets it free.
Feels like freedom. No.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I thought, sometimes there's a little pause, and then sometimes they kick right back into the song, or maybe they slow it down, or you know what I mean. I had to make sure. Him saying thank you, I'm pretty confident. What a voice! I can't say it enough. I probably say it on every one of his videos, but his voice is so freaking outstanding. What he does with it, the things that always make me stand up and take notice, because those little high, almost whistle-like tones he's putting in. He accents things. It's like he's a painter, and he's just putting in a little bit of accent, a little here, a little there. Something really striking over here. And those are not happy little accidents, friends. Those are very calculated, intentional. I'm painting this picture, exactly the way I want it. And a master. Let's check out lyrics here. All right, I'm gonna do this, and all right. Boy, I caught a lot of lines in here, so it made me think a little bit. And I started thinking until he started doing these things that were like stopped my thinking process, brought me right back to him on the stage and what he was doing. Think about that. You can get lost in a line, and I can pause the song and just think about that line, or I can just let it go, which is what you guys should do. You guys should check out this whole concert. But let's check out the lyrics of this. This is the line I heard in the very beginning that was like, oh yeah, lately I've been picking at the fossil in my throat. It's hard to stare into the ocean and to try to stay afloat. Picking at the fossil in my throat. It's hard to stare into the ocean and try to stay afloat. And I'm wondering if that is like what? Emotions? The ocean of all your thoughts. Now, don't upset yourself due to the changing of my mood. I'm hard to please sometimes. I caught that. I'm hard to please sometimes. Don't upset yourself due to the changing of my mood. I'm on a staircase to the bottom of my soul. I'm on a staircase, like he's on a journey, going deeper and deeper down, right? To the bottom, right to the heart of the matter of my soul. Although my feet are still connected, they are out of my control. In other words, he's still, he's traveling. He's on his way to get some answers here. He's out of control. It's not in his control to stop. His feet are just taking him. And of course, all metaphorical, because he's talking about inside himself. Now, please refrain yourself from worrying on my behalf. I'm hard to understand sometimes. And I like how he ended that refrain the same way he did with the first, where he says, I'm hard to please, and now he's saying, I'm hard to understand. Honey, come with me. It's just you and me. Baby, believe it's as simple as can be. Honey, come with me. It's just you and me. Baby, it's as simple as can be. I will be the jail that sets you free. I will be the jail that sets you free. What does a jail do? A jail holds somebody in, right? How could a jail set you free? I'm shuffling underneath my pillow for the breadcrumbs of my mind. I'm shuffling underneath my pillow for the breadcrumbs of my mind. I'm looking under the pillow for all those thoughts and ideas, and just the idea of that. That's so brilliant. For the breadcrumbs of my mind. It's hard to look there for a future when I left it all behind. Usually you leave the past behind, right? He's making almost implying like he's left the future behind. Please don't condescend and say you've heard this one before. I'm hard to please sometimes. I'm hard to please sometimes. He ends that refrain after the chorus with back to the first refrain, which makes me think that when we go into the next verse, he's going to end that the way he did in the second verse with, what was it? I'm hard to understand sometimes. So let's see. And while you're offering a handshake to a goddamn amputee, offering a handshake to an amputee, I heard him say that, meaning that it's pointless, meaning that you're thoughtless. You're offering something that you're trying to make a connection with someone that can't make a connection, right? Wow, that's weird. And while you're offering a handshake to an amputee, I feel my phantom heart is scratching in a train wreck memory. My phantom heart. So this is interesting because in the line before, he talks about an amputee. Have you ever heard of the phantom limb theory? That your brain rewires itself. And even though you may be missing an arm, amputees claim that they say, their hand hurts, even though it's not there anymore, or their arm hurts. And sometimes it rewires it to where what the person has his eyes closed, rubbing maybe an area on their leg or another area feels like it's their arm, and they believe that their arm is being felt. So keep that in mind, the phantom limb. Okay, so he comes into the next line with that. I feel my phantom heart, as though the heart has been amputated. So is that what he's referring to in the last one, a handshake to an amputee? And then he's referring to the phantom heart, meaning that the heart is missing, but yet he feels like it's still feels. Think about that. My phantom heart is scratching in a train wreck memory. So the heart is scratching. And that makes me think of Edgar Allan Poe's A Telltale Heart. Where the heart keeps beating and only in the person's mind that they're hearing it. Scratching in a train wreck memory. Probably a relationship that just went bad, Please don't try to cure me with one rectifying glance. Please don't try to cure me with one rectifying glance. I'm hard to understand sometimes. Like I said, he throws that in at the end of the second refrain of the verses. It's kind of like verse 1, verse 2, chorus, verse 3, verse 4, chorus. Not entirely unusual, but usually it's verse, chorus, but so he's putting in these, separating them. I'm hard to understand sometimes. Honey, come with me. It's just you and me. Baby, believe. It's as simple as can be. Believe. It's as simple as can be. I will be the jail that sets you free. I will be the jail that sets you free. If I were to take a guess, just judging by certain pieces here, it feels like, this is something like, I'll be the jail that sets you free. Like together in our, I feel this is about relationships, Some of those lines there really make you think that way. So maybe if he's the jail that sets her free, that, the jail, you are locked into my heart, but together, maybe my realizations become your realizations. Maybe my pathway to, the stairway down, deep down to my soul helps you in your soul. And that connectiveness is what helps both. Does that make any sense? I mean, there's just certain lines in here that make me think that he's talking in that way. He's obviously talking to a significant other. Honey, come with me. It's just you and me, right? Believe it's as simple as can be, and I'm the jail that'll set you free. Maybe he's saying my heart is locked up, but because of that, you will find liberation. You'll find freedom. That's what I love about this man. To have lyrics like this that you really want to think about, that you want to put your finger on it and be like, wow. And now you guys probably have different perspectives because you're seeing it through your eyes, your experiences. There might be certain lines in here that connect with you directly. And that might turn everything around. That might change things quite a bit. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. Please let me know what you think. Let me know how I don't know if ASAF has ever spoken about this song. A lot of his songs are very introspective type of stuff where he's, dealing with his issues, whether it's in a relationship or him as himself, as who he is. So if you take that and then you throw in some of these lines is really how why I'm coming up with my theory here. And I could be totally wrong. And you could be totally right. But we'll talk about that down below in the comments. Renat, thank you so much. This was incredible. What a performance this was. And shout out to the band. The people in the band, guitar, bass, keyboards, drummer, phenomenal. I loved her voice with his, when they came back in. And I thought, now it sounds more like two people are connecting, speaking this as one, the same language, you know what I mean, in a sense. Brilliant. This was so brilliant. Of course. Renat, I love you very much. Thank you so much again and again and again. Until the next one, and there's going to be plenty more, my friends, plenty more. I'll see you down below in the comments. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. See ya.